Hey guys, so right now I'm just in the process of reworking an old job, and not so much reworking, but what's the word I'm looking for here? Reanimating. So this one is of Chewbacca. I drew this guy yesterday for May the 4th. So what I'm doing is putting down some in-betweens. Hey, how's it going? Yes, I do remember you. Nice to see you again. So I'm in the process of doing the animation. Though I get the impression that I might be overthinking this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to really shift back to a much simpler design. Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, I've been slowly but surely working on building the channel up a little bit here and there. It's kind of a slow grind, if anything. So I kind of want him a bit more heart-shaped. Rather than too much clunky detail. So I put this onion skin down. Stretch it out here and there. Oh, that's great. Look, if you do have if you do have access to my community posts, feel free to add it there. I don't know exactly how community posts work, so also switch out this tongue. Bring in that jowl just a little bit. See, I want the like all of his face, or like everything, like all of his hair and everything like that, sort of moving, but I want his features to be frozen. So I want the like the jowl and everything kind of dynamic, and the lolling tongue. So you get that. And this is basically sort of some general in-betweening that I'm doing here. I'll turn off that layer. I am doing some animation at the moment, so I've got Chewbacca's head sort of hanging out the window like a dog. You know when you're driving and your dog, like you roll down the window a little bit so he can like smell the air, and because of the rush of the air and all the smells and everything go directly up the dog's nose, he just absolutely loves it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. It's like my background is in animation. I just haven't done it in a long time. Go right ahead. You're more than welcome to. Occasionally I will sit down for a couple of quick rounds of Overwatch, but I am not a I'm not as dedicated gamer as I used to be. If that just kind of getting that motion there, so it's sort of getting there. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. So it's taking the lines and having sort of everything work in concert. So these are like the key drawings, and what I do is I sort of take them and I just kind of tweak them here and there. So back when I was at Disney, they would have the actual animators. I used to be an in-betweener, and they would do all these rough key drawings and stuff, and then they'd do the whole flip book thing. This is about nearly 25 years ago at this point. And as like a trainee, I was it was my job to do all the little in between drawings to make it flow, and far out, it's a complicated job. It was fun though. I learned a lot from that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a whole duration. Just make this slightly longer so it doesn't. I'm going to play it, see how it plays. It's sort of getting there. So it's like this is very rough and very wonky. Like this is how they used to draw back in like the 70s when the Disney the department of animation at Disney was like running out of money, and they basically did everything like really sort of sketchy looking. So that's why like during that period of the company, the animated classics didn't look nearly as like polished or cleaned up as they used to. There was a lot of reused animation back then. There was a lot of sort of thinking outside the box stuff. And that's why movies like The Jungle Book and Aristocats and Robin Hood and even Bedknobs and Broomsticks, they all had that like sketchy looking style to them. So let's play that again. So you see how like his whiskers sort of dance a bit here. It kind of looks like that's distracting and everything. But what you can do, turn off the looping. Bear with me, folks. Yeah, look, I mean, I refer to this sort of style as cookie dough. You know when you've got like raw cookie dough and like it honestly tastes better in many respects than actual baked cookies. There's something about an undersketch. There's something about the potential of a drawing not yet like made into a finished artwork that I think is really cool. So as you refine these down, you kind of get more of a feel of what the finished art's going to look like. I recently have been heading back to the gym You know when like you haven't been to the gym in a long time and it's very obvious that you haven't like maintained the level of fitness that you thought you were going to. And that's been me for the last couple of months. So I kind of jumped back into, running and working out and doing all that kind of dedicated athlete kind of living. And yeah, it just sort of caught up with me. Not that it's a bad thing, like, you kind of figure out what your limitations are. Or where your limitations have gotten to. That's the interesting thing. Like you find out that, oh, I can't actually put off regular exercise for months at a time and not feel any ill effects. It's weird because like that level of fitness that you achieved, you can sort of get away with like not going to the gym for a while, but eventually like your all your muscles and your body in general will slowly but surely revert to the lifestyle choices that you're making, that don't involve you trying to not die. At least that's how I see it. Hey, how's it going? Look, considering like how the cost of living is going in pretty much everywhere around the world, if you're not like if you're not starving, you should be fine. Okay, let's do a quick play test. Yeah, that's a little bit on the slow side, so I'm going to get rid of these hold poses. Let's play that again. So yeah, you get an idea of like the movement and stuff. Like the tongue sort of flicking up and down. I'm not happy with that. I think the motion's a little bit off, but I'm liking the hair. But yeah, the tongue looks silly. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. So you see how that tongue sort of flicked up there. I don't like that. So I'm gonna just get rid of that. Sort of. Da, 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 da. Look, drawing humans is always challenging in one way or another. You just sort of have to. I find when drawing people, it's just how it is, unfortunately. You've got to start somewhere. And I would recommend just drawing every day. You don't have to do a huge amount of drawing. You don't have to draw a masterpiece. You just have to draw something. It can be like a bowl of fruit. It can be like a light bulb, or it can be like a plant or something. I'm just currently looking around my studio and I'm just like, oh, plant, light bulb, gaming mouse, like inanimate objects, like just start with like simple inanimate objects, like a glass. Like, that's just a cylinder. I mean, the handle and the lid make it a little bit more complicated, but for the most part, if you keep your geometric 3D shapes as simple as you can, then you're 3/4 of the way there. Oh, that's fair enough. Like, as a working artist, finding inspiration, you can get it pretty much from anywhere. Like, I would recommend, if you are feeling stuck when it comes to like figuring out exactly what kind of stuff that you actually want to draw. Sometimes just going for a walk outside and being in like nature can make a huge difference. What's going on here? What's going on here? Eight years is a long time. I got started. I just started like drawing when I was a wee lad. Apparently, I'd always drawn as a kid, and I heard stories about what it was like when I was younger, and apparently I used to I used to just draw all over the walls, and I used to apparently I put a face on all the couch cushions in the lounge room when I was little, and yeah, that caused kind of a ruckus. So what I'm doing now is called onion skinning, and the more frames that I add, like with a like the dynamic animation, the more smooth it's going to look, and the more visually interesting it's going to become. But it does start to get a lot like more complicated looking as I go along. So these eye sockets kind of dancing around. Hey, that's pretty much how everyone starts. They start with very simple geometric designs. Like you start with 2D geometry, and then you sort of slowly progress up until you get to like 3D, and then you just figure out how to, you know, give something expression and life, and eventually you land yourself a career. It's actually pretty cool. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't draw a lot of animals myself. Although every now and then, when I'm working live, sometimes I'll get asked to draw like a dog, like a family dog, in the background of of like a caricature or something. But it's not that often. I think people can't afford pets like they used to. I had a friend who he tried to get a dog into his apartment like during the pandemic, and he was living in he was at the time he was living in a no pets allowed, like very strict rules and stuff. Oh, thank you very much. So let's play that back. So yeah, it's starting to get a lot more flowy. Yeah, I'm missing frames here. Like I think I've missed a couple of tongue animations, so that doesn't need to be there. That 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 that. Bear with me for a second, guys. Oh yeah, exactly. Like, if you're more comfortable like drawing sort of OCs and you want to sort of make them more human, just gonna get rid of this. Just little tweaks here and there. Just gotta make little minor tweaks. Oh, look, if you need suggestions for drawing, draw the thing that you most like the simplest sort of shape that you can possibly draw. Usually it's a circle, usually it's some kind of like geometric shape, like a square or a circle, and give it a face. That's the best advice I can give. Like, if you want to get like the inspiration for creating, just sort of to get that, like if your imagination is stalling out a little bit, just draw a bunch of like just standard geometric shapes, like a square, a circle, a hexagon, a rhombus, a rectangle, whatever, and just give them all different faces, and then draw those same shapes again, and then draw like different expressions. So draw the faces on them again, but like make them sad, then do angry ones, and then you'll look and you'll have like a body of work, and that's automatically right there, just a whole slew of like emotes. Like, you've just made a bunch of emotes. Oh, thank you. I can't speak Spanish, but I do know buen. I think, is that Spanish? I don't know. Thank you. Thank you. Cheers. I think buen means, is it bien or I don't know, or bueno or something. Right now I'm drawing Chewbacca, just animating him at the moment. Just gonna get rid of this frame. Don't need this frame, so just keep it nice and smooth. Because having that that blank frame actually makes it strobe, and you don't want it to strobe because it affects, like if you're watching it too closely, and if you're prone to like seizures and epilepsy, having anything strobing can can be pretty detrimental. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, cheers. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I really haven't done animation in a while. I mean, a lot of these techniques I'm kind of relearning. You know what I mean? Like, uh, this is all stuff that I've kind of left, let like, but to me, animation is a bit of a it's not so much a you can't forget how to ride a bike thing. It's you want to learn you want to teach yourself some new tricks, and that's what I like to do. He's hold like this is supposed to be the Millennium Falcon. Um, so I'll throw in I'll throw in some color just to show you what. Hang on. I'll turn on this layer first, and I'll show you I'll show you what it's supposed to look like. So sort of a actually I'll turn off animation assist for a second because that's a little bit tricky to see what's going on. This is sort of like I want to make it like a mobile video, so like I'll have Chewbacca. Hang on, let's get rid of these. So I want him like, and like I'll have like some effects flying past. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so eventually I will post the finished animation on my social medias, and it'll look pretty cool. Like I'll also put up a like a GIF of this on my community page, so you can have a look at the finished art as well. But obviously, some of the so this is the original. This is the original sketch of Chewbacca. And if I think if I put this to multiply, I think you can, yeah. So you see how just simple color, like you can animate using color as well. You don't necessarily have to do all that line work. You can just sort of get the fluid dynamics of the motion with just real quick line work. This is like a really sort of quick sort of. This is Procreate. So there's if you go into actions, just the up here, and you turn on animation assist, you can actually do like some simple animations in Procreate, and some really good ones as well. Like I did this one of Trump and Biden fighting like Dragon Ball Z characters during the election cycle. That was pretty fun. I don't really draw a lot of like, I don't really do any political stuff, but I just thought, you know what, that's kind of what it reminded me of. So yeah, you get a basic idea for the shape of what you're going for. Me, I am from Australia. So I am broadcasting right now. It's about 10:30 at night in Sydney. Oh, hey, I do love the Philippines. I was there last year. Very cool place. I was in Manila for a little while. Oh no, I'm definitely not from Canada. No, 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 definitely not. Hang on. Oh, you're very welcome. So I'll be back on tomorrow night, or maybe even during the day. I'm not entirely sure yet. It depends on how busy I am, but I will go. I will come back for what's it called, Revenge of the Sixth. So I'm looking forward to the sort of the follow up to May the 4th be with you. Because that's when I'll finish up all those like gangster characters. Because I'm wanting to have like a film noir version of Star Wars. I've been sort of kicking around that idea for a while now, and yeah. So I only really have time to go live for an hour or so um, at night, but during the daytime. So that's Australian Eastern Standard Time. So depending on where you are, um, like if you turn on, if you follow me, if you subscribe, if you turn on notifications, like it'll show up, and yeah, you'll be able to catch it. If not, like the VOD will be up. You can watch at your leisure. It's all gravy. All right. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where most of my audience is from. You know what I mean? Like, I sort of I have got a basic idea. Like, I can go and check the stats and stuff, but for the most part, I got no idea. Hey, how's it going? Hey. Good to see you. Oh, thank you. So I think that... I'm not sure about that last frame. I might get rid of that last frame and just keep it like this. It's skipping ever so slightly. Maybe get rid of that frame. Yeah, I think I'll keep it as a simple. How many? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a simple 7 frames. That's pretty much all we need to make this one work. And you see, you can kind of see how it like pops a little bit here. Like the tongue kind of looks a bit like it's very janky, but like that sort of, and like this a few other details here and there pop as well. But it's 10 p.m. here, so it's actually nighttime here. Well, 10:30 p.m. Oof. It's actually a lot later than I thought. Don't get me wrong. I'm a bit of a night owl. I can definitely chill out and hang for a little while. Okay. Summertime, so you'd be in the northern hemisphere? Oh, fair enough. Look, don't don't feel obliged if you have to jump out. That's totally fine. Just gonna fill in some of these areas. So no matter how careful you are with making sure the detail doesn't jump around too much, you know, there's always a chance that you'll get popping. So you might have seen that before when I was showing you as we were running through the loop. That's popping. That's what, like, you sort of see that sort of that clunky animation look. That's called popping. Oh, look, if you want to, if you're so inclined, it's all gravy. if you've got if you've got access to a 3D printer, or if you're just like sculpting, then that's all good. So let's see how that all comes together. Actually, I'll just rename these layers so I know what I'm looking at. So that's layer 1. Layer 2. Layer 3. Layer 4. Layer 5. Layer 6, and finally layer 7. Okay, yeah, no worries. If like I also do sculpting. I haven't done sculpting in, oh God, nearly 20 years now, but I do want to bring back doing sculpting as well. So that's also on the cards, because actually I've got one here that I stopped working on about, yeah. On this one let me see if I can find it. So, okay, careful now. Whoa, careful now. So, and this one's an old one. And this is made with, this is clay. And if you can sort of see, oh, careful. This is a cat pirate that I never finished. And he is missing an ear, but he's supposed to have 2 ears, but one of his ears fell off. So stick around and I'll eventually finish working on this guy. Yeah. But that's for an upcoming stream. It's not for tonight. Okay, so we've got all our layers named. So we're gonna. So this is Chewy and the Chewy being a dog, and yeah, this still needs a lot of work, but I'm glad that we finally were able to get the something resembling, a proper fluid motion of his hair and his tongue, and just living his best life. Anyway, guys, once again, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to call it there. I just wanted to keep it to a simple hour. I will be back for Revenge of the 6th, either during the day, depending on how busy I am, or at night. I haven't made up my mind as to when, but yeah, so yeah, I will put up announcements and everything like that. But yeah, thanks again, everyone, for checking out the stream, even if you just stopped by for a little while and just wondered what the heck this thing was. Yeah, and I will